What is up, guys? Smallishbeans here, and welcome back to the Subscribe City Challenge. Yes, this is the series where you guys leave comments down below, and then I place you in my Subscriber City world, which is huge and getting ridiculously big now and looking awesome. So, yeah, we're going to start off with one new house today, and let's get straight into it. So, we have a comment from Elizabeth Gaming, and they say, in-game name is Elizabeth Hart, and could you please build the Tardis with one of the doctors outside as well? Well, I'm not sure if I could build a doctor, but I can definitely build the Tardis, and I'm going to do that just here, and I'll try and build it relatively big. So let's get started. Okay, so we've just finished our TARDIS room, and Elizabeth Hart is standing on the outside here with her skin looking very fancy indeed. And yeah, the TARDIS it's not bad. I couldn't really do it full size as I would like to, because that would have taken forever. But I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks quite good. And then also there's going to be loads of rooms in here. Look at all this space we have inside here. Perfect for rooms, so we'll have like a little TARDIS hotel as well for rooms in there. But for now, we are going to be moving on to a couple of rooms, in fact, so let's cut to that. Okay, so for the first room today, we have a comment from Cadence Cefazo. And she says, "Hi Joel, I want a room with me and my sister. I don't care where, just make it like white and blue themed. My sister's in-game name is Aria Bunny and mine is Katie Buggy, and two dogs named Coco and Talon. So sure thing, we're going to build that up here inside the YouTuber house. So let's get building the room." So I finished Katie Buggy and Aria Bunny's room, and something went wrong with your skin, Aria Bunny. I'm not sure what's happened here. You seem to have no body, just a head. But that's okay. And we got like a very blue bedroom, blue ceiling, blue floor, blue beds, a lamp. I didn't really know what to do for just blue and white, but I think it looks pretty good anyway, so I'm happy with the room inside. It's a very long and thin room. It's a bit different, so I hope you enjoy it, Katie and Arabunny. And we're going to move on to the second room, which we're going to put upstairs. And we have a comment from Regina Hene, and they've got loads of suggestions. They say, "Hi Joel, can you please make a room for me? I want my room to be signed with pink fairy lights, loads of lava lamps, plushies, a waterfall, a canopy bed, and also I have Minecraft, so could you name me Gamer Girl, and I don't have a skin, so can you pick what skin for me? Also, it's Christmas soon, so this will be a great gift. If you read this, I will die. Also going to have two dogs named Roxy and Bloom." I forgot to give these guys their dogs. Oh, I'll do them now. So there are your dogs, Aria and Katie, so I hope you enjoy them. And let's get building the room upstairs. Okay, so we have finished Gamer Girl 476's room, and as you can see, it is very as requested. We've got the fountain over here, we've got the shelves with all the plushies on and plushies all over the floor, silent bed. Couldn't actually do a canopy bed because they're quite glitchy. Let me show you why. They have like massive black marks on them, so they don't look very good. So sorry, it's going to be a double bed. I hope that's okay. Got Gamer Girl with her skin here. We've got loads of other cute stuff. We've got the dogs Roxy and Bloom here. Desk plushies. We've got pink fairy lights, which actually twinkle if you look. Lizzie showed me how to do that, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for her room, and let's move on to the second house of today. Okay, so for the next house this episode, house number 2, we have a comment from Erin Lafleur, and she says, "Hey Joel, could you build me a paper aeroplane house? Maybe put it close to hot air balloons, or could you build me a magical themed room?" So I'm going to go with the paper aeroplane house, as that's a pretty unique idea, and I'm going to build it up here in the sky over here. I think that'd be quite good, just above the balloons and in between this area here. I think that'd be quite a nice area. So let's cut to the building. Okay, so the paper aeroplane is finished, and it's like a paper airplane I used to make. I'm not sure if it's correct proportions, but it's quite hard to build a paper airplane, especially there's no paper. I started to build it out of wool. As you can see, the air is flying through the sky, so it's got the air coming through it here, and then we've got the standout or Erin on top of the plane. And I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty cool from a far distance. We've dropped down here. Definitely looks like a paper plane flying through the air. So thank you for your suggestion, Erin. And now we're going to move on to 2 more rooms. Okay, so for room number 3 today, we're going to build it inside the TARDIS, in fact. And we have a comment from Aria Robson. They say, "Could you make me a gamer-themed room with light blue and a dog whose name is Dude? My Minecraft name is Oreo Gamer." So sure thing, we can do that for you. Okay, so we finished Oreo Gamer's room in here, and here is her dog dude sitting in the corner with his little dog house. What did I just destroy? Oops, some carpet. And we've got a gamer-themed room. There's not actually that many gamer things in this mod pack, but we've got a Pac-Man arcade machine here. Not sure if you can actually play it. I don't think you can. We've also got another little arcade machine here as well, which I think is Space Invaders. Well, I'm not certain. We've got a nice little blue bed. We've got some blue lamps, blue flowers, a computer here, obviously to do gaming on, because that's the only device she needs to do gaming, and we've got a grandfather clock so she can tell the time. I don't know. But yes, we're going to move on to our fourth bedroom of today. So we have a comment from Peas in a Pod, and they say, "Hey Joel, I was wondering if I could have a room in any house with the theme of Aladdin. Please can I have flying carpets and make it magical? Thank you. I don't have a Minecraft account, but a character from Aladdin would be epic." So sure thing, we're going to do that in the other half downstairs here. So let's get the building. Okay, so we have finished the room for Peas in a Pod, and as you can see in here, it is a very Aladdin-themed room. We've got a genie lamp, which is here, and then we've got a floating carpet bed, and we've also got another carpet over here with Peas in a Pod, who's actually got a genie skin on, which I found, which is really epic. Apart from that, couldn't really fit much Aladdin-themed room stuff in here. We've got some cactuses and a bit of desert, but apart from that, not much else. So I hope you like it, Peas in a Pod. It's a lot different than other rooms, though, and I think it looks really cool. But we're going to be moving on to our third house of today. Okay, so the third house of today, we have a suggestion from Madison the Girl Gamer. She says, "Hi Joel, can you please make a sky tower? Do my name as Weirdo Girl 9784 and for my skin just to go over flower crown." So sure thing, I can do that, and let's build ourselves a sky tower. We can build that over here somewhere. Let's build it on this bit here. Let's get started on that. Okay, so we have finished Weirdo Girl's Sky Tower, and this took quite long to build, a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, and it's pretty massive. Like, we can go all the way up to the top here. It actually takes quite some time, so I'll cut when I get to the top. So here it is, and as you can see, I've not really done much inside of here. I'm gonna start decorating when I put some rooms in there, but it's pretty massive. It's pretty ridiculous how big it is. I'm quite happy with it. I think it looks pretty cool, especially from all the way at the bottom of the ground. If we look from up here, it looks really cool, I think, so I'm very happy with it. So I hope you enjoy it, Weirdo Girl 9784. There's your skin there, and we're going to be moving on to the last two rooms of today. Okay, so our fifth room of today, we have a comment from Luna OG Nick X, and they say, "Hi Joel, could you make a colourful room with kawaii things in it and a rainbow in the room? If you could have some fairy lights, it would be awesome. And my name is Zebra Luna, and my skin is a blonde girl with colourful zebra skin. P.S. I love colours." So sure thing, we're going to continue on in our Tardis, and we're going to move up to the next floor here, where we're going to have a room for you. So let's get building. Okay, so here is Zebra Luna's room, very rainbow themed indeed. We've got a whole rainbow on the floor in here. We've got some cute bunnies, a lovely rose, fairy lights galore, different colours, everything. A lovely mixed coloured bed, some flowers. We've got more cute plushies and stuff like that. Lovely sofa and lamp to sit on and admire the room in. And we got Zebra Luna here in her skin as well. So I'm happy with this room, and we're going to move on to the last room of today. And we have a comment from Madison LeBlanc. I wonder if she's related to Matt LeBlanc. And they say, "Hi Joel, could you please make a room and it'd be very girly theme with fairy lights and two dogs, one named Puffy, one named Lexi. Thanks. My in-game name is Classy Maddie 13. My skin is a girl in a unicorn onesie. And can you please have my friend, her skin is a purple girl, her in-game name is Jazzy Moo Moo, and another dog named Abby." So sure thing, that would be my pleasure, and we're going to do that in, not the Tardis in fact, we're going to do that in our enchanted garden house here. So let's get building. Okay, so the final room of today is complete, and inside we have Jazzy Moo Moo and Classy Maddie with all their dogs. We've got Abby there, we've got Puffy there, and we've got Lexi, and it's a very kawaii room. We've got nice little bunk beds here for them to sleep on. We've got a lovely little desk, a lamp, some perfume, and some squid plushies, and a lovely flower as well, with some white tulips in item frames, looking very pretty as well. So I hope you guys like it, and yeah, we're going to move on to the final build of today. So for the final house of today, we've got a comment from Daria Christofik. And she says, "Hi Joel, can you building a Pokeball house? My name is Pixie Pixie XX, and I don't mind what skin. So sure thing, we can build you a Pokeball house. And we're going to build it on top of this hill over here. I think that'd be quite a good position for it. So yeah, let's cut to the time lapse. Okay, so here's the final house of today. It's not a very big time lapse, but it is very epic looking Pokeball. It looks really cool, I think. I managed to use the sphere again from World Edit to manage to make this Pokeball, and we'll have like a few rooms inside of here. It's not lit up at the moment, but it's pretty huge inside here. There's going to be space for a couple of rooms, or maybe 3 or 4 at least. That's going to be it for today's Subscriber City Challenge, guys. Make sure to leave a comment and a like, and we'll be back another time with another episode. Remember to leave your comments for your suggestions down below with your in-game name. That is very important that you leave your in-game name, and if you want a room or a house as well. So thanks, goodbye.
Definitely.
Why has it got Prismarine on the back of it? Why does it look like a wolf? This is not a panda! Its face looks nothing like a panda.
Look, you need to just chill out a second, Joel. Like, it's going.